KRNA, it's Eastern Iowa's concert leader, Shark Show. We've got Jason Hook on the line. Five Finger Death Punch is his band, coming to Cedar Rapids September 28th with Volbeat. Hell yeah, nothing more. What a massive show. We cannot wait for this thing. And Jason, we're ready to roll this out. It's going to be the biggest show of the year by far.
We've been trying to lock down Volbeat for a long time. Those guys are hard to grab. And we figured, they've had some tremendous success on the radio, and we've had some songs on the radio, so I figured what a great package just to have this catalog or this night of sing-song kind of heavy music. Yeah,
I mean, I think in the last half decade or so, it's you guys, it's Volbeat and A7X. I think you guys are at the top of the mountain. That would be my opinion.
Thank you very much. And we did some touring with Avenged, and boy, was that ever a amazing experience. Just because it's like the fan base is kind of shared,
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of crossover there.
Yeah.
So do you have to call Denmark when you want to get in with the Volbeat guys, or what's the deal there?
Yeah, totally. They, they're on the other side of the planet, but we just saw them actually. We did a whole promotional video thing together, and they're all really excited. And we're hoping that this will be the must-see show of the fall.
Let's go to the best five and the best riff ever.
Unchained by Edward Van Halen. I was going to say Smoke on the Water, but I can't. No, we can't even bring that up. That's just so we're good on that one.
I guess we could splinter that off into your favorite in the FFDP catalog.
Maybe Lift Me Up. I'm going to be generic on this one. I'll say Lift Me Up.
Number two, Jason, what's the best place in the world for Jason Hook?
Oh, I really like Germany. It's just there's a lot of history there, and things are just different in Europe. And I think Germany is awesome. They love their heavy metal over there. Everybody, music is just such a massive part of their culture. What can I say? It's a really cool place, and I think we're spending a lot of more time over there at the beginning of the next year.
Number three, the best perk of rock superstardom.
Best perk. I would have to say, because I'll be boring. We don't party, and I've slept with so many people, so many girls, that I'm kind of burnt on it.
It's just humdrum, man.
I know. So I would have to say, just maybe the financial freedom and not having to. I would feel that stress of, being a musician. The first part of your entire life is always like, I'm broke, I'm stressed, I'm broke.
Yeah.
And now that, it really comes down to music. We love making music, and if people like it and want to buy it, that's just a perk. But it does translate into not having to stress over, being comfortable.
Yeah. Now that you're rolling in the money balls.
Well, I wasn't going to say rolling in the money ball, but it's like, you don't have to. There's no worry attached to money, and I have friends that are stressed, and it's just I feel for them because I'm so familiar with that feeling, and it's just nice to not have to deal with that.
Julia Roberts just said that on the tube the other day. She doesn't have to worry about price tags or any of that. It's stress free. Maybe you're not in her tax bracket, but.
The amount of money I sent off to the IRS last year, I calculated it down. I actually ran the country for an eighth of a second.
Yeah, it's a good chunk.
Yeah.
All right, so number four on the best five with Jason Hook, the best stop in Vegas. What's your favorite?
Best stop in Vegas. Well, I'll tell you what. Instead of me saying like the Brass Rail or something like that, I went up to this amazing place called Exotics Racing. It was my girlfriend's birthday, and we rented Ferraris, Lamborghinis, all of the like Porsche Turbo, and we just spent the day zooming around in these like luxury cars. And I'll tell you what, the Lamborghini, I know it's $350,000. It handles really well.
Well, that's a comforting thought.
I got back into my SUV on the way home. I'm like, okay, this is way not as good as the Lamborghini. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah. I'm sure she enjoyed that as well.
It was a great way to go spend the day, anyone who comes to Vegas, look it up. Exotics Racing. It's the coolest thing ever.
And you wish you could have taken it out into the desert.
Well, yeah, I was trying to find a hole in the fence so that I could, get off the track and start heading back to my house with that Lamborghini.
And finally, on the best five, the best thing on the bus.
My bunk. My bunk, so that I can have some privacy and get away from the constant calamity that's happening. I don't know. The bus. We certainly like the comfort of the bus, and we're pretty mellow. We like satellite. We like to watch those guys watch the sports. I watch movies. I mean, but really, we're so busy now. We don't spend that much time on the bus. It's like we're always being shuffled around somewhere to meet and greet this person, radio station, signings, blah blah blah. So, when I get to the bus, I'm like, where's my bed?
When I drive, I like a good instrumental piece of guitar music, and the Safety Dunce DVD was one of my favorites back in '07. I love instrumentals. It just kind of frees your mind to think about something other than lyrics.
Dude, you just made my whole day. That's so killer of you to say that. Jeremy and I, from Death Punch, we did that record together when we were starving and just wanted to have some fun. And what can I tell you? It was the beginning of what is now our professional working relationship.
And 7 years down the road, what a difference, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I was such a fan. I was there from the very beginning as far as, Jeremy was doing demos with Zoltan, and I was out touring with Alice Cooper, and they were playing me their demos. I'm like, this is really awesome, you guys. And then when Ivan came along, it was like, I got to be in this band.
Oh, man.
So, it's been an amazing ride, and we don't take it for granted. We appreciate all the wonderful people that we meet that are so into it, and we know that it means something to them, and we don't take that for granted, and we feel very fortunate.
Well, the latest single is a great Animals cover, House of the Rising Sun. I think, Jason, at one point in my radio life, somebody had mentioned that House of the Rising Sun was the most requested song in the history of radio, all formats.
No kidding.
I mean, so that is that's a ballsy move to take that song on.
Well, we operate with no fear, and we everything we do, we give it our all. And if that ended up being one of those songs where it's like, let's try it. Ivan was the one that really wanted to do the song. So he was kind of like, can we just work it up? And, if you do anything with your best intention and give it your best effort. I mean, when we came up with Bad Company, people were like, are you on crack? You're not really thinking about covering Bad Company. I'm like, yeah, we're going to cover Bad Company. And that was, that was a massive song for us. So you got to try everything.
Well, I'm going to play both of them right now. And, Jason, I want to thank you for taking a couple of minutes to speak with us. And we're going to have a big old party on September 20th. The cool thing is it's a Saturday night, too. I mean, as if this show needed any more pull, it's a Saturday night show.
Thank you for all your support. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. And when we're down at the show, if you see me, grab me so I can say hello.
We will be there backstage with you.
Killer, dude.
Thanks, Jason.